Ramirez, and is hunting really necessary? I mean, for tens of thousands of years, humans have hunted to survive. In many cases, we got our food, shelter, and clothing from animals we killed. For our ancestors, and for a successful hunt meant the difference between life and death. We don't need to hunt anymore. There's many other options. Most hunts are what they call canned hunts these days, a majority in the US. And anything that isn't a canned hunt is an illegal hunt, and it's done overseas. We're looking at Mr. Josh over here pointed out that it's to regulate life. Nature will naturally regulate life. Hunters' excuse to hunt holds no value. Even in overpopulated areas, naturally to group animals. Starvation and disease are tragic, but they are nature's way of ensuring that the healthy, strong animals survive and maintain strength amongst the herd. He also pointed out that death was quick, but that's incorrect. Many animals endure prolonged deaths, and when they are injured but not killed by many hunters. A study of 80 radio collar-tailed deer found that 22 deer who had been shot with traditional archery equipment, 11 were wounded but not recovered by hunters. 20% of the foxes who have been wounded by hunters are shot again. Just 10% managed to escape, but starvation is likely a fate for them. So is it really a sport? What are we doing? A South Dakota Department of Game and Fish and Parks biologist estimates that more than 3 million wounded ducks go unretrieved each year. If we're hunting for a necessity game, wouldn't you want to keep that game? Why just go out there and shoot? Modern day hunting practices are creating noticeable evolutionary behavioral effects in wildlife populations. We have animals of brown bears that are keeping, so there's brown bears in the wildlife, and we're seeing that they're keeping their cubs for longer periods of time. Usually what was a year and a half period has become 2.5, 3 years. So now they're becoming packs. And it's increasing from 7 to 36%. It's not about conservation or population control. In school, you might have learned about Charles Darwin's theory of natural selection, which explains that the sickest and the weakest animals are the most likely to be killed by natural predators, leaving the strongest animals to survive and pass their genes on. Hunters, however, disrupt this natural balance because they prefer to kill the largest, strongest animals. And just to go back to my last fact, a majority of the hunting that is being done is illegal. In the past 5 years, there has been over 3,000 documented violations in the U.S., such as hidden trophies or skins rolled up in other skins, and the majority of the violations, 54%, related to Endangered Species Act. Because of the spotty oversight, U.S. trophy hunting imports poachers can take advantage of the system to bring back carcasses and sell them on the black market. So I tell you, do we really need to hunt? Thank you.